Hi, Sandy Rouse here, professional wildlife photographer, and I've got 5 top tips for you to improve your wildlife photography and ensure that it's still fun. So keep watching. Now, I've been a pro 25 long years, okay? And getting up at 3:30 in the morning like I've done for the last few weeks still is hard, but I still keep doing it because I have the passion for wildlife photography. And I want to share with you my 5 simple tips for keeping that passion alive. And we're going to start off with a couple of technical ones before we move on to some aesthetic ones as well. So keep watching and I'll try and make it fun, and there'll be lots of images on the screen as well. All right, for you techies, very important. Lots of people get stressed about settings and apertures and shutter speeds. Everyone goes on the internet and talks about it and on forums. Forget all that, right? Shutter speed is king. All that counts when you take a picture is that you get it as sharp as you want it. Forget about noise. Forget about ISO. Forget about all those things. I don't worry about that in my photography because you can remove noise. There's great software out there to chuck the noise away, but there's no great software to repair an out of focus picture because you were too scared to put the shutter speed up. Get that shutter speed up all of the time. Yes, you might get noisier images, but you get a much higher hit rate, and that dream shot that you get, you will nail. So don't worry about it. You know, you want an example? 3 days ago, I took this, okay? ISO 16,000, fading light. Look at it. I took the noise out very quick, just press a button and away it goes. This is a commercially saleable image at ISO 16,000. Had I been too scared to put it at 16,000, and like this other one that I took, also at 16,000, had I put it at 3,200, I wouldn't have got the shutter speed. I'd have blurred it. I'd have mucked it up, okay? It was such a beautiful moment. I didn't want to muck it up, so I didn't even hesitate to put the shutter speed up. I don't even look at the ISO anymore. I shoot in manual mode on auto ISO. Brilliant. Forget about noise. Forget about ISO. Make your photography simple and remember that shutter speed is king. Wow, what a top tip to start it off. I know it's probably obvious to most of you, but to me, it's something that I've learned and it's something that I swear by. Tip number 2, composition is just as important as shutter speed. I know you go on again, get loads of these YouTube videos, it's all about the tech stuff, the settings and all that. And people are forgetting about composition because you can make it later on the computer. Well, too many people, A, don't make it later on the computer, and B, you should be doing it in camera. So you should be thinking about what you want your picture to be. And here is my golden mantra for composition. Are you ready? This is worth it. What I should do is put this later in the video so get loads of ads. No, I'm going to do it. Golden mantra. If you're not going to put it on your wall, don't take it. Simple. No place in the world for record shots. You'll never look at them just because you feel you've got to press the button. It means you've got to go through more pictures to edit. When you go through loads of rubbish pictures, you miss the good ones because your eyes just blank over after a few minutes. Only press the button to take a picture when it's good. Yeah, sometimes you're going to take a chance of fast flying or running stuff or whatever. That's great. But only press the button when it's going to be good. That's the first mantra. And the second one is, think about the classic rules of composition. Give a subject space to breathe. If you want to shoot a portrait, but have it engaging. This simple compositional rules, have it like cocking its head, looking at you, doing something engagement. Show a landscape, show beautiful light, okay? Show interesting atmospheric light. Make your picture tell a story. If you've got an animal walking, front foot forward. These are all basic rules of composition. I don't believe in the rule of thirds. Somebody has made that up for me. I don't believe in having threes in a picture. That's a very camera club competition thing. I don't believe in that. I've sold plenty of pictures with 2, 6 or 8. It doesn't matter to me, okay? But the basic rules of composition do, okay? So just to recap, don't shoot it if you wouldn't put it on your wall, okay? Well, I haven't got many pictures in my house on my wall, but don't shoot it. Don't press the button. And when you do, think about the composition. Think about walking or looking into dead space. Think about showing the habitat. Think about how you want the light to be. It's up to you as a photographer to make the picture. Sometimes we're in a hide, we can't help it. But if you can control your picture, your composition, then do, because that's what being a photographer is all about. And for me, that's what makes it fun. All right, as to top tech tips, I could have thousands of tech tips, right? And there'll be people already typing in the comments, you don't know what you're talking about, these are rubbish. Listen, these are good tips for you to keep it fun. And on the subject of keeping it fun, you learn nothing by photographing one species one day and another the next day and another the next day and another the next day. Have a focus for your photography. Have a reason for going out rather than, oh, I just got to go and take a picture. Yeah, it's nice to take a picture. It's nice to get outside for our mental health. I want to go outside today, but it's about 400 million degrees out there, so I'm going to wait until later on. But I need to get in the outside for my mental health as well. And trust me, I know more about this than a lot of you do, because I do suffer from my confidence issues, okay? And that's what I do. But learn to work in depth. Pick a subject or a style. We're going to talk about style in a minute. Pick a subject that you really, really enjoy. For me, I love roe deer. I love hares. I love barn owls and little owls. They are my prime subjects I want to focus on. I won't just go to different places and photograph macro one day and a bird here and a bird there, because I have no strength in depth for it. I have not built up any knowledge. More knowledge means better pictures, because you can predict behavior. You can predict when animals, birds are going to be around. You can predict what they're going to do. And you build a portfolio of work. And I know a lot of the most successful young photographers recently that have broken into the industry are because they have built a really good portfolio of work. All right, and that's what you want to do to get noticed, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you do. Okay, weird things on TikTok, whatever you do, it's going to be a portfolio that will help you. So pick something to concentrate on, a species maybe, and concentrate on it. We'll talk about styles in just a minute, okay? As I say, I look at roe deer, an example. I will go out in the morning and I will have a vision in my mind what I want to take. So, a lot of the time you can't control it, right? The deer control it. But this morning, I want to go and do backlight. So I'll make sure that wherever I approach, and hopefully the wind will allow, I will shoot backlight that morning. I will go out with a plan. Now, the plan can change and adapt, and that's the great thing about wildlife photography. It can change and adapt. But if it doesn't, you come back with a focused image and you feel really good because you've been out and got something good, all right? And I try to instill that upon all of my Wild Bunch members, especially the ones we went out to do organic culling the other week. I'm like, don't just sit there, think about what you're going to take. Think about telling a story of the day, different styles of images, different things, but in your own style. Now, let's talk about this. I think it's very important for everybody to think about a vision and style for their photography, okay? And that's both in what you take and how you process it. So for me, excuse me, my style, well, I have a low angle style. Many of you know I do this low angle project that I'm working on, and I will focus very hard on taking low angle pictures. I will go to great lengths to do it because it's part of a long-term project. I am obsessed with looking into the light. I don't like the light over my shoulder. I like looking into the light. I like backlight. I like side light. I like evocative atmospheric light. That is very much the house style of me. Commercially, selling wise, is big, bold, pretty imagery. I don't have any issue with taking big, bold, pretty imagery because my life depends on me selling pictures. And if that's what it takes, great. I do my own photography, the atmospheric stuff, and that does sell as well. But it is the big, bold pictures that is my vision and style. And I love taking portraits, intimate portraits of beautiful animals that more intelligent people than me can use for conservation, okay? Because I'm rubbish at knowing what to do, but there are much better people out there that can use my work for good. So you should always use your work for good. But think of a vision and style that you like. You might like backlight. You might like animals' feet. You might like abstracts of fur. You might like small animal, very big habitat, very Japanese style, if you like. Okay? You might like that kind of thing. You might just like headshots. Whatever it is, concentrate on it. Hone your craft so that you're a master of it. And most of all, defend it against all comers, because there will be people that won't like what you take. There are people that slate my work up all the time. There'll be people that will slate this video. You watch. There just will be, okay? Don't worry about it. as long as you're happy with what you do in your style, and it's a style that you want to shoot, then be confident. And if you can find this style, it's often really hard to find it, yeah? But try and find this style that you've got and stick to it. It will make your photography much more fun. It will make your photography much more relevant, and you will take better pictures because you believe in what you're doing. You're not just going out there taking a few pictures here and there, different subjects every day. That kind of approach, it really just doesn't work. Of course, that's in my opinion, but it comes from a lot of experience and teaching a lot of people and mentoring a lot of photographers, okay? So it's a good thing to develop your own vision and style. And last but not least, and you probably think he hasn't done much tech stuff, deliberately, okay? Wildlife photography, the tech is easy. Modern cameras, it makes it really, really easy, okay? Even olden cameras made it easy, but modern cameras made it easy. It's about the wildlife, okay? And it's about you keeping motivated to shoot the wildlife, because it is a very tough thing to do. We have very antisocial hours. You know, I remember when I was younger and all my mates were going down to the pub. It's like, what are you doing, Andy? Yeah, I'm going badger watching tonight, to sit in the forest and hope that a badger comes out and gives me a picture. And they're like, wow, we're going to get drinks and have a good time and G&T and disco and yep, but I did what I wanted to do, okay? And, you know, wildlife photography is quite antisocial, all right? But we are driven because we all love wildlife. And if you keep it fun, you keep it relevant, your images will be much, much better. So my final thing to say to you, it's turned into a bit of a hand wobbling video, this, is to challenge yourself. Learn new skills. Don't stay in a box, okay? Whatever you're taught, if you're taught photography, if you're learning photography, don't stay in a box. Learn from professionals like me and others that are creative, that you know. You'll see I shoot some slow shutter speed stuff. I've got a button on my Sony that I press to shoot slow shutter speed when I think it's right, okay? I've tried to learn macro. I've tried to be creative and learn macro and tell the whole story. I am not a macro photographer. Do you know what? I realize that and I understand it now, okay? I understand I'm rubbish at macro. But challenge yourself, okay, to learn new skills. Be honest with yourself. When you take something that didn't quite work, don't blame everybody else. Don't go on the internet blaming the equipment, because it's generally not the equipment. It's because you made a mistake. And I make as many mistakes as anyone, and I admit them. And the thing I've always been trained to do is to learn from your mistakes, to evaluate, work out what you did, come up with a solution and make sure it doesn't happen again. That is about challenging yourself. It's challenging yourself to learn and get better as a photographer. And if you do, then your photography will continue to evolve. It won't be stagnant. It will continue to evolve and you will continue to get better. And you may be surprised at this, right? All these tips I've said, there's none of them there that are that technical. That's right, because there is a place for technical stuff, but there is a place for the mindfulness part of photography that we've been speaking about, and the mental health and getting out there and driving yourself to get out there. And all of these tips I have talked about will help you do that and will help you be motivated and take much better stuff. All right, that's all from me. I've got books available on my website now. We've actually put USA, Canada, Singapore, Hong Kong, all book shipping on there as well. I've got my online club and I've got lots of tours, including a brand new one to Antarctica. So come along with us on a photo-led expedition to Antarctica. All the details are below, so please have a look. Please like and subscribe. There will be lots more videos along on this kind of subject very, very soon. All right, be nice to each other. Get out there and enjoy your shooting. Bye, bye, bye.